Hello, warriors. So, deep topic today, deep topic. How to get out of a very dark place in life when you find yourself maybe depressed, maybe stuck in some life situation because of health, because of whatever reason is keeping you in some low vibration. And I share a little bit of my story. Maybe you know, maybe you've been following my channel for a while, or maybe you just don't know. And so a couple of years ago, I was in a very, very dark place in life, deep hell, because I was living a very unhealthy lifestyle, using too many drugs and sleeping not enough, and too much caffeine, too much party, and very, very unhealthy lifestyle. And so at the end, I broke my body, I broke my nervous system, and I had a total burnout, a total nervous system breakdown. And I ended up in hospital, shaking like a leaf. And for a very long time, I wasn't able to do anything, and I thought I lost my mind. And I'm just shortly talking about that because I covered that in other videos, but it's just to give you an idea. So at the beginning, for the first couple of months, I wasn't even able to read the book, to read something on my smartphone, or to do basic stuff like go in a grocery store and just shop some bread and food for me. I ended up living with my parents again after 9 years living alone. So it was basically a hell of a period where I really thought I broke my mind. But actually that was the beginning of a new journey, and I will tell you, because this is very important. I think this is a strategy I'm understanding lately. So when you're facing such a difficult period in your life, when your problems are so vast, wide and huge that wherever you look you only see pain and struggle, I think you cannot meditate that away. You cannot use some technique to magically feel better. The only thing that really helped me in this period was to gradually introduce new things in my life. And I wasn't really able to do anything for the first period, but then I managed to have a new job, and actually a very good job that I was waiting for a very long time. So I've been working in hostels for a long time. It was actually a means to enhance my social skills. And this new hostel was just like brand new. So we started a new project all together. And I thought I was not ready to work. I thought I was not able to work. But actually slowly and slowly and slowly, this new routine, this new lifestyle was actually helping me to distract myself from the problem. And that's the key. So I'll try to explain myself better. Okay, I'm traveling in India right now after 2 years from my nervous breakdown. So I'm very glad and happy I came back to an almost normal lifestyle. And I thought it was not possible. And I tell you, a couple of days ago I was doing a pranayam course, and it's a technique of breathing that they teach here in the yoga culture in India. And so basically I asked my teacher during the session, at the end of the session actually, I asked, hey man, sometimes I'm struggling with my thoughts, and especially with my sexual desire. I'm trying to practice simmer attention, and this energy build up in myself, and I don't know what to do with that, and all these sexual fantasies are stuck in my mind. This is just an example, guys, to make you understand that I understood this equation that can actually work in every case. So he told me, the guru said this. So he stood up, he took a pen, and he drew a line on the wall like this, a short line, and he said, man, tell me, my brother, how can I make this line smaller without touching it, without using a rubber? And I thought about it, and I couldn't find an answer. And so I said, man, I don't know, how can I make this line shorter? I really don't know. And then he drew the guru drew another line, this time longer, like a long line. And he said, look, now the first line became shorter. And that is what I'm trying to share in this video. It's kind of difficult to find words today for me, but I think you get my point. So the short line is your problems, your life situation, is your thoughts, something that keeps you stuck, this difficult situation. It can be everything, man. It can be everything. You're facing any kind of situation that is absorbing too much energy in your life. That is the short line, okay? So it's something you are trying to change and overcome. It can be everything. So basically, it's like a little fire. It's like a little fire that the more you give attention to this fire, the more it grows. The more it grows. Whatever you focus on, it just expand and expand and expand. So if you're struggling with everything, and then you just stay in this situation all day long, then you're just gonna make it bigger and bigger and bigger. You can think about a photographer, for example. You know, if you show them a normal photo, they're gonna see so many things that you cannot see. They're gonna see thousands and thousands of details that you're not aware of because you didn't spend enough time in the photography field. And so because they spent so much time in it, it expanded. And so it became big, and they can see so many things about this. So it's just an example to make you realize that whatever you focus on is just expand and expand and expand. So this is just how the mind works. And these people that are teaching yoga, and I mean yoga in the full sense of the word, and not the Western, we think about these poses and stuff. No, actually yoga is a deeper and deeper concept that is trying to unify the individual consciousness with the cosmic consciousness. That's the essence of real yoga. And so it goes beyond the poses, goes beyond meditation, beyond self-inquiry. It's a deep topic. So actually, coming back to what I was saying, when you're facing this and struggling with these life situations that are very deep, dark, and difficult, you just need to draw a longer line. You just need to draw a longer line because you cannot fight it straight away. You cannot fight it directly. You need to distract yourself. You need to do something else. You need to start a new job. You need to start and go volunteer. You need to do something, introduce a new habit that is taking your mind away from that problem, from the short line. You understand? The short line, your problems. The longer line, something new you introduce in your life, so you get engaged in that. So it's not a distraction. So some people say, okay, but like this, you distract yourself from the problem. No, I don't want you to distract from the problem. You always have to look at the problem in the eyes and not face it like unconsciously. You want to be conscious. You want to feel it. When the sensation arises, when the pain arises, you look at it in the eyes and you say, "I'm here, man. I'm here with you." And but then you really need to engage in something else, to be drawn in something new and different. That's how the mind works. We cannot fight it straight away. We cannot fight it face to face, because when this fire of problems, of hell, of darkness is too big, we cannot face it straight away. If we're gonna pour some water on it, it's not gonna do anything. We need a waterfall to stop that fire, and we don't have a waterfall because we don't have enough energies. We are weak in this moment of life. So that's why we need to just turn our face away as much as we can during the day, for as much time as we can, until the fire decrease, because we are not giving attention anymore to that. So just focusing on the problem is just gonna make it bigger, because you're gonna focus. Like in my case, I had panic attacks, I had anxiety attacks, I had depersonalization, I had derealizations, dizziness. I was feeling out of my body. My thoughts were rushing like crazy. So the symptoms were almost unbearable sometimes. It was crazy. Super strong stuff. And so for me, just having all my day free, because I was not able to work anymore. I actually left my previous job because I wasn't able to just show up and work. At the beginning it was all right, okay, because the pain was too much. But then slowly, having all this free time, too much free time, was actually a very bad way for me to focus on the problem. So I was just focusing on the problem, and I was catching all these shades of the problems, all these shades of sensations, feelings, emotions, bodily sensations, symptoms. And so I was just making my problem, my nightmare, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was actually when I finally got this new job. And at the beginning I thought it was unbearable. I thought I couldn't make it. But then the mind, this is a trick again of the mind. It tells you, no, you cannot do it, man. You cannot do it. No, that's too much. No, you're gonna drive to work and have panic attacks and then get late and then arrive at work and then again you're gonna zone out and whatever, man. My mind was telling me all types of bullshit. But then it was never as bad as my mind told me. It was never as bad as my mind told me. And so that's the moment where you choose to trust something higher and bigger, to have hope, to have trust, to have faith in something bigger instead of trusting your fucking mind. This is basically like a crazy kid saying a lot of bullshit. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. And so that is the moment where you can actually change. So you just need to focus on something else, start new routine. I know it takes, and I know, I want to make this point clear. I know it fucking takes a titanic effort to start something new in these situations. I know, I've been there. I know, actually, even from the beginning, because sometimes you need to search. You need to do a little research for like, what can I do to engage in something, like in some social circle. I need to go out. I need to talk with people. I cannot stay home with my problems. You understand? I cannot have too much free time. Free time is hell. You know, they say even in the Bible, something like, I'm paraphrasing, by the empty mind is evil playground. Yeah, I think it's like this. The empty mind is evil playground. And of course they don't mean the empty mind like a Buddhist empty mind, sweet, nice and clean, polished. And no, they mean like a mind that is not focused on something. You know, then it's very easy to get caught by the devil and by these bad energies and thoughts. And no, man, you need to focus on something else. So this big fire of your problems slowly gets smaller and smaller until it's manageable. And then when it's manageable, you can work on it. You can try to dive deeper. You can try some therapy. You can try whatever. You have so many options. Your intuition is going to tell you even what to do. Trust your intuition. And so that's the point of the video. You know, when problems are so big, stop focusing on them. Okay, problems, short line, you remember the analogy. Just throw titanic effort, use titanic effort and faith and trust to draw a longer line. So distract yourself from these problems for long enough until this little short line, this little fire of darkness and problems slowly gets smaller and smaller and manageable. Okay, then when it gets more manageable, then you can work on it, you can look at it, you can. But sometimes when the fire is too big, when the darkness is too deep, man, just focus on something else. That's how the mind works. And instead of so basically I stopped to think that, you know, sometimes I'm like, oh wow, I don't like this aspect of life. I would like it to work in another way. Why does it work like this? But now I'm growing and getting older, and I think like, it's fine, man. I just care about understanding the rules of the games, the rules of my mind. I just want to understand them and then act upon that. You know, get the knowledge and then do what I have to do in order to manage my thoughts, my emotions, and go in a direction of light, of faith, of, you know, better living. And that's it, my brothers. That's the video of today. I hope it's gonna resonate with someone. Peace.